Hello, welcome everyone. Good evening. Again, thank you. I just want to reiterate the message of taking the time out of your lives to just put action with intention and putting your energy and your time and effort into these early initiatives and the early birthing of all this effort, however it may unfold. If we keep that alignment with our intentions and our actions, I know we'll ultimately reach those goals that we're setting. So, I wasn't really sure, similarly, really where to begin. I'm a big fan of the movie Willy Wonka, and so I'll start at the beginning, and when I get to the end, I'll finish. I'm a native of Oakland. There's a few of us still around, so I've spent time living away in New York, and in that time there, my own personal journey led me to sitting in ceremony. Everything that's manifested and unfolded in the past, transition that's been taking place in my life for the past few years has unfolded from my own personal journey of personal healing. And when you find yourself, when you find yourself in that place, however life has led you there, where the questions of who are you show up, and they come in a place where it seems like you're in a place of darkness, though that may only be from your perception in the moment. And life, through adversity, just strips you down, naked and bare to the cosmos, and the divine mirror is there, and the question is asked, who are you, and how do you feel about who that is? Completely separate from the roles that you play in life, from all the external labels that you may put on yourself. And in that moment, when really faced with that question and having to really show up authentically in that moment, I was like, well, now that's a little tough. Usually it's like, I've achieved this, so that's how I feel about myself. Or, I have this relationship, so that's how I feel about myself. But if it's just my 2 feet on the ground, naked before the divine, how do I feel about myself? I was like, oh gosh, well maybe I don't like myself. Oh wait, what? Who said that? I don't like myself. And I was crying, and it was tears of joy and tears of sorrow, because I was like, yes, I don't like myself. Oh my God, this is wonderful. And no one could understand why that was a good thing, why I was happy about that. I was like, no, I have my starting point. I can authentically now show up for myself because I'm not lying to myself. And that was a personal awakening where ceremony and working with sacrament and working with sacred plants was just another vehicle to help me have that conversation and move around the lies that I was telling myself that was leading me in the wrong directions, where my intentions and my actions weren't aligned. And that is what's brought me to this space here. And ultimately, life then able to give me messages that I'm then able to, in a place to receive, that has led me back here to my hometown, to where I can now show up in a place where when my father is going through health challenges and as I'm faced with my own questions of life, he is facing his own questions of life, and those are the mirror that I'm then looking into. Having that awakening and realization of the messages that I've received in my own personal journey, helping me inform how to show up in that space and do something that is so sacred in and of itself, and hold space for him, even if it's in a way that he may not be consciously aware of. But I know vibrations, energy, it's all the same. The experiences and lessons that I've learned are helping me help him help me. The beauty in that dynamic, whether we're conscious of it or not. So when the opportunity presented itself to speak it, The power of the vibration, again, of speaking the words and saying, yes, universe, I know at my core I'm a healer and I'm ready to show up in the space as such. And the universe is like, okay, great, I got work for you. Here. But first we're going to put you in boot camp because, I'm going to take you out of New York. But no, I'm not ready. I'm going to take you out of New York. I'm going to send you back home. And I'm going to drop you right in the middle of your family. Because when you tell the universe you're a healer, you don't go on vacation and happy hour. You go where people need healing. So they're like, I'm going to drop you right in the middle of your family. And I'm like, but I'm the baby boy, and I wish as the baby boy I had that example to help show me and guide me the way. And it's like, no, you were born to help heal. You said you're ready to show up. So as we gather here and setting that intention of showing up, whether it be for ourselves, whether it be for family, whether it be for communities that have been chosen for us or chosen by us, the mindfulness of our intentions and our actions aligning, understanding that all the things that have been said here, from the points of sacrament and the sacred, where this was all birthed from long before Oakland was a city or a name, and the stewards that existed then, or whether we're talking about society and the war on drugs really being a war on people, or whether we're talking about the science, the hard facts that some people need to show the connection from the sacred, the sacrament, and the societies that help lead us to where we're going. These are all just different vehicles and different access points and different avenues that we need to stay conscious of as we do that work to align our intentions and our actions. So one thing I've definitely stepped away from in my personal journey is that I don't get answers, I just get better questions. Because for the universe, definitely, you could say, universe, I need some more money. And you're walking down the street and there's a quarter and you step over it. The universe is like, but. You're like, no, I need more money for this. You're like, oh, universe said, you ain't say all that. Learning to ask better questions, learning to understand different access points, learning to understand how we're showing up for ourselves and for others. And for those who aren't here, whether it be through space and time or whether it be in the moments now that need that access, that need that help in aligning intention and action, how we're reaching out there as well as reaching within ourselves. So I know I don't want to take up too much time. I just want to say in closing, the power of choice, whether it's showing up here tonight, whether it's showing up in ceremony, whether it's showing up in social activism, don't underestimate it. Because choice in all those different vehicles is something that we always have. Even choosing not to choose is a choice. So I hope that going forward we continue to make the choice to show up, to stay active, to stay engaged, to align intention with our actions, and to understand that in healing ourselves we help others to heal. Thank you.